Good morning, students. Welcome in video lecture of electronic devices and circuits. We are discussing unit number 3, electronics amplifiers. In previous lecture, we discussed the points input and output resistance with feedback. That point we are discussed under the general characteristics of negative feedback amplifiers as well as that particular in that particular we discussed the desensitivity of transfer amplification and all that thing, and by considering that point of view we are discussed the that particular resistance which is considered under the feedback amplifier. And in that point, input and output resistors, these are again considered by connecting the amplifier in the, that means that feedback configuration, that particular in that amplifier, the whatever the feedback configuration is there, that feedback configuration is done with either this as a voltage series or current series or current shunt or voltage shunt. That all the consideration it is done to calculate the input and output resistance of that feedback circuit. That means to calculate the input and output resistance with that feedback, here whatever the R0F and RIF it is considered one, it is considered under the consideration of the how you are considering the feedback connection, how you are considering the feedback connection. Depending on that it is calculated, depending on that it is calculated, right? That consideration or that configuration it is called done one. Now that particular voltage series feedback, by using that voltage series feedback to calculate the input resistance, that means input and output resistance it is calculated on the basis of the that voltage series, voltage current, voltage series, voltage shunt, current series, current shunt, and for that again KVL equation or Thevenin's equation or that configuration of that particular circuit it is done one, and accordingly for every configuration this output and input resistance it is calculated, that output and input resistance it is calculated. So these things are we discussed in the previous lecture, and by considering that points we are you can say that calculated the relation of that particular resistance in the form of the equation defined, you can say that not only calculation defined with that particular configuration, that means the relation of that particular configuration, feedback configuration, and depending on that we calculate the input resistance, feedback resistance as well as the output feedback resistance. These things are considered. Now in today's lecture, that means today's video lecture we are considering the feedback amplifier analysis, how that particular analysis of the feedback amplifier it is done one, that thing we are going to discuss now in this feedback amplifier analysis. Again by considering the that particular the parameter, which parameter, that means it here whatever the feedback amplifier is there in this amplifier, it is considered the two things, right? One is the amplification and another is the feedback concept, and by using that two things here again by considering the different parameters, okay, that means which parameters, feedback gain of that particular feedback, feedback input resistance, feedback output resistance, these are calculated one, these are analyzed one, and by using that again you can consider the exactly the or you can do the exactly the analysis of the amplifier, right? So these things are done under this particular analyzing of the that particular feedback amplifier. Now, just I said that thing here, it is described one. See here, in this what we can say that this particular if you want to analyze the feedback amplifier, then you have to follow some sort of the steps. And in these steps, first one is it is desirable to separate the feedback amplifier into two parts. One is the two blocks, it is said that one is the basic amplifier A, okay, basic amplifier which is having the gain as the A, okay, amplification gain, and another is the feedback network with having the beta value B, beta value. So which becomes which is gives the that particular A and B values, and from that A and B values, that is A and beta values, you can calculate the characteristics of the feedback system. And these characteristics are nothing but, just I said that, gain of the feedback amplifier and that particular input resistance of feedback amplifier and output resistance of the feedback amplifier. Now, the basic amplifier configuration without feedback but taking the loading effect of that particular beta network into account is obtained by applying some sort of the rules, right? If suppose you want to calculate these things, then you have to consider that particular, you can see that some sort of the rule to find out this particular beta value in that particular amplifier without that means by considering the loading effect and without feedback concept, right? So here are some sort of the rules are there. First one, it is defined for the input circuitry, right? So to find out the input circuit, that means by considering the point of the input side, first step is that set P naught is equal to 0, right? Set P naught is equal to 0 for voltage sampling, which is considered for the voltage sampling. In other words, shunt the output node, right? This is the first thing. Second thing is that set I naught is equal to 0, and it is called as the current sampling. In other words, it is the open the output loop, which is the open the output loop. So that means you know that voltage it is considered across and current it is considered in a series. By considering this, some sort of the things you can consider one. Now here, as like the input circuitry, you have to find out some sort of the relation of the output circuit, right? So here for output circuit, set I naught, that means you are considering the output side, and for that you have to consider the first step as the set Vi is equal to 0 for the shunt comparison and set I is equal to 0 for the series comparison. Now this procedure ensures the feedback is reduced to 0 without altering the load on the basic amplifier. Okay, now the complete analysis of the feedback amplifier is obtained by carrying out the some sort of the additional, you can see that, steps, right? And these steps are, first one is the identify the topology, which kind of a topology you are considering one. That topology you have to identify. Okay, and in that you have to consider two things. First thing is the it is not is, it is the is the feedback signal except whether it is voltage or current. See here, is the feedback signal except whether it is voltage or current. In other words, is except applied in series or in shunt with extension, right? So whether it is considered in a series or shunt. Second point, is the sampled signal X naught whether it is voltage or current. That means it is whether it is sampled in a signal taken at the output node or from the output loop. Now this is the first, that means under the identification of this topology. Now second, draw the basic amplifier circuit without feedback. Here you are not don't consider the feedback loop, only consider the simple circuitry without the feedback, and follow the following the rules listed above, which is considered. See, first, whatever the first it is, whatever the which kind of a topology is there, and what the exact accept is there. If you are considering for this particular point, then you will get that. That means you have to consider the basic amplifier, and by considering that, you have to consider these. You have to calculate these points or analyze these points. Now, third one is the use the Thevenin source if accept is a voltage, right? If you are considering the accept as the voltage, then you have to apply Thevenin source. If it is current, you have to consider the Norton source. Replace each active device by proper model. That means whatever that may be any transistor or any active device is there, you have to replace with the some sort of the proper model. We will see in the next slide. Now, indicate accept and X naught on the circuit obtained by the carrying out the step 2, 3 and 4. By considering these 2, 3, 4 steps, you can, what you have to do here, you have to indicate that particular parameters and evaluate beta value by considering accept upon X naught. Now, evaluate A by applying KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, and KCL, Kirchhoff's current law, to this particular equivalent circuit, which is obtained from the step 4. And from this, you can calculate A, beta, whatever you are calculated one or you are obtained one. From that, you can find out the D, this particular gain of the amplifier, and for this particular input feedback resistance. This gain of the amplifier is the for the feedback amplifier. This is the feedback input resistance. This is the R naught with the, what we can say that, output resistance with feedback, and this is the R dash naught for that particular feedback resistance. Okay, now we will see how the stepwise this particular analysis it is considered one, and for that you just consider one the transistor circuitry, which is called as the emitter follower, emitter follower, right? By using this particular transistor circuit, you can analyze, you can define, you can calculate the that particular whatever the parameter we are going to define one, right? Now see here you are applying the direct, you can say that voltage to this particular collector terminal, and whatever this particular Vs you are applying the input signal, you are getting the output at that particular emitter terminal and all that thing. This is one thing. Here that means this is the without feedback, but this is the with feedback. See here you are considering the output point here, right? And again what you are doing, you are applying the that particular signal to the this. That means you are considering the, you can define this particular in terms of the applying the feedback. But see here, whatever you are going to analyze, you have to consider for that particular thing is that there is no feedback. Like that you have to consider, and you have to define the that particular and find out the parameters. Now, see, in that particular step 4, here it is said that whatever the active devices are there, you have to replace with the model, right? So here this model it is considered, and here it is again defined with the without feedback. It is defined with this particular without feedback. That means whatever the you are considering the that particular active device, that active device it is considered in the form of the model, right? See here, Vs it is applied one, I is equal to IB, RS in series with this particular Vs. You are getting the again additional parameters of that particular active device, right? Here it is another parameter of the active device, and here you are taking the output of that particular voltage, and by considering that output voltage, you are going to calculate your output resistance, right? So this is the gets that equivalent model. See here. Here transistor replaced by the approximate low frequency model. Just I shown here. Here the feedback signal is voltage Vf across the RE. See here RE is there, right? Voltage Vf it is considered one which is across the RF. Okay, and the sample signal is also it is at the you can see that at that particular resistance RE, right? So here it is shown here. Okay. Whatever the R dash not it is considered, it is again considering the this particular whatever the loading effect is there. Without loading effect, it is considered one. Or you can see that with that consideration of the loading effect, load resistance, it is calculated one. Right? You can see that. Now, here's the in this case the voltage it is the series one. So step two here steps to draw the basic amplifier circuit it is considered one. Now to find the input circuit, see we have to find two things. One is the input circuit, another is the output circuit. Now for the input circuit we have to consider V0 is equal to 0 and hence Vs is in series with Rs as you just shown in that particular which is appears in between the base 2 emitter. Second is the output circuit. At that time, I is equal to I which is 0 and hence RC appears only in the output side, output loop. So from this figure, here is the small mistake is there. Here should be V0 is equal to Vf, it is correct one, but beta value it is inverse. That means Vf divided by V0, it should be there and that is equal to 1. So we remember this particular thing. See, whatever the beta value is there, it is Vf upon V0. Now, AV's voltage gain it is calculated as V0 upon I. This equation gives the relation. Likewise, by considering the parameter of that particular active device, and from that you can calculate the D. That is D is equal to 1 plus beta into AV. So you can put this value in this particular equation. So you will get this particular equation. Now voltage gain with feedback it is calculated dV upon AV upon D. So by considering this you will get this particular equation. Now for this whatever the parameter is there HFE into RE it is far greater than RS plus HIE. So here AVF is nearly equal to 1 for this particular emitter follower. Now input resistance without feedback it is calculated as Ri is equal to Rs plus HIE. So RIF is equal to Ri into D, and by considering this particular thing you will get the RIF is equal to Rs plus HIE plus HFE into R. So this is the thing. Now we are interested in calculation of the resistor which is looking into the emitter, right? Hence RE is considered as an external load. So R naught F is equal to R naught upon 1 plus beta AV, that is infinite. So output resistance it is a infinite with feedback. This indeterminacy may be resolved by the first evaluation as R dash naught F and then going to limit the Re's which is considered as the infinity, since R dash naught is equal to Re, right? Due to this particular R naught F, this particular R dash naught is equal to R. So this is the equation which gives the exactly by considering the resistance with that particular parameters. Okay, so R dash naught F is equal to R dash naught upon D, and which gives this particular equation in this particular parameters. And so by considering the limit, logarithmic concept or limit concept mathematical terms, okay, we are getting this particular R dash naught is equal to this one. So all expressions for A, VF, RIF and R naught F are based on the assumption of the zero forward transmission through the feedback network. Important is the zero forward transmission. Since there is such a forward transmission because the input current passes through RE, these expressions are approximately true. Right? Remember this thing. Now, next point is the voltage series feedback pair. Next point is the voltage series feedback. So here figure it is shown as it is having here connection as the two amplifiers AV1, AV2, okay, which is having the, you can say that this output it is connected to the AV2 as well as the AV1, okay. So this thing it is considered one. Now see here, these are the cascaded stages who's having the two gains. I already said that the output of the second stage is the return through the feedback. See here, this output, right? And this feedback network it is considered as the R1 and R2 in opposition to the input signal, right? Which are the opposition to the input signal. Okay, and this V0, right? This V0 it is acting as the input signal to this particular Vs. That means this particular amplifier as the V0. It is clearly voltage series negative feedback, right? It is the negative feedback but voltage series. Okay, here we shall neglect I dash current through the feedback network from input to the output compared with the I, which is compared with this particular I dash it is a, you can see that negligible one, right? Now we have to draw the equivalent circuit of this particular, right, and which is defined as like this one as per the particular steps. So input of this particular basic circuit without feedback is found by the by setting up V0 is equal to 0 and due to this here only R2 appears in parallel with this particular R1 in the first stage. The output, that means at the input side. Now the output of the basic amplifier without feedback is found by the opening the input loop. We are considering here the opening, that means we have to consider the Vs is equal to again 0, and hence here R1 it is replaced in or placed, you can see that it is placed in series with this R2, right? So here whatever the beta you are getting one, it is Vf upon V0 is equal to R1 upon R1 plus R2. Okay, got this thing. Now next one is the current series feedback. Here a common emitter transmitter transistor with emitter resistance Re it is considered one, and here V0 it is considered at the output of that at the terminal of this particular emitter. Okay, I naught it is considered at this particular load resistance R. Here I it is considered through this particular base terminal, that means through this RS. Now the feedback signal is the voltage across RE. Voltage across RE. Here, feedback signal. Okay. Now, and sampled signal in the load current I naught. That means collector region. Hence, this is the case of the current series feedback. Here, although I naught is proportional to the V naught, it is not current to conclude that this is the voltage series feedback. It is not a current to conclude that this is the voltage series feedback. Thus, if the output signal is taken as the voltage V naught, then beta is equal to Vf upon V naught. That is equal to minus I naught Re upon I naught RL. That is equal to Re upon RL. So beta it is Re upon RL. Since beta is now function of the load resistance, fundamental assumption is the violated. Thus, we must refer the second topology, the input circuit of the amplifier without feedback is obtained by opening the output loop, right? Hence, Re must appear in the input side. Similarly, the output circuit is obtained by opening the input loop. Hence, and thus replace the RL also in the output side. So, see here the resulting equivalent circuit. See here by considering the second step, resulting equivalent circuit is given below here. Circuit with feedback but taking the this particular loading of the beta network, right? RL with that particular across that RL we are getting the V naught and RE, which is considered that particular feedback element. Now, no ground can be indicated in this circuit because to do so would gain couple the input to output via RE. This topology stabilizes the transconductors, right? Transconductors. Now, so its hybrid equivalent circuit, it is defined as or it is obtained as like this. Which one? This its hybrid equivalent circuit, it is obtained like this. Here RE it is considered, sorry, RI it is considered through this particular input side, right? And here R naught it is considered through this output side. By considering the parameter of that particular active device, okay, you can calculate the again characteristics of that particular amplifier. Now, since the feedback voltage Vf, right, appears across this particular RE in the output circuit, then beta it is calculated as Vf upon I naught is equal to minus I naught into Re upon I naught, that is equal to minus Re. See here, this beta it is obtained by considering this particular output circuit connections which is acting as the feedback element. Now, since the input signal Vi without feedback is the Vs, right? Without feedback is the Vs. We can calculate the transconductance, or you can obtain the transconductance. Gm is equal to I naught upon Phi is equal to this. That means minus HFE into IB Vs. So by considering that all the parameters related to Vs, we can get this particular equation. Right? So from this we can calculate D is equal to 1 plus beta Gm. So we can get the transconductance with feedback like this. Okay, this equation gives the transconductance with the feedback. Okay, so these are the sum of the, you can see that analyze the equation to getting this particular GMF. That means if 1 plus GF is into RE, if it is far greater than RS plus HIE, and because HFE is very greater than 1, then this transconductance is equal to 1 upon beta. If RE is stable resistance, the transconductance gains with feedback is stabilized 1, and the source current it is given like this by this particular equation, which is finally gives the equation as the Is is equal to minus Vs upon Re. So remember this particular equation. Now, under the condition, that means 1 plus HFE into RE, which is far greater than RS plus HIE, and HFE is far greater than 1, the load current is directly proportional to the input voltage. And this current depends only upon RE and not open any other circuit or transistor parameter. Now, the voltage gain is given by AVF is equal to I naught into RL upon Vs. Okay, so by using the transconductance, this particular relation, we can calculate the AVF is equal to or nearly equal to minus RL upon RE. And by considering that for that particular calculating the RIF, we can consider the RE into D. So by using this particular relation, we are getting this particular relation for the RIF. Same R dash naught F it is obtained by using the R naught and R dash naught into 1 plus beta GM divided by 1 plus beta GM. So by using that thing we can calculate one. So GM is the, again by considering this limitation. So GM is independent of this particular RL. RL it is not there. So GM is equal to GM again. So from that we can get this particular R naught F is equal to R dash S is equal to RL. So this is the, you can see that what the thing here it is considered by using the different parameters you can calculate. So these parameters it is obtained by this particular or characteristics are obtained by considering the stepwise calculation of the input circuit and output circuit of that particular device by considering the different you can see that steps or follow that particular steps, right? And accordingly the connection and equivalent model you are considering, and from that particular equivalent model you can calculate the input resistance and output resistance by considering the feedback element, but with the loading as well as the that without considering the feedback network. So by using that we can analyze one and how the amplifier it is acting or how the feedback amplifier it is giving the characteristics of that particular input parameters of that particular characteristics. You can say that gain of the that particular feedback amplifier, then gain then a resistance of the input of that particular or input resistance of that particular feedback amplifier, output resistance of the feedback amplifier, how it is calculated was that we are discussed. Guys, if you are having any query, you can ask me anytime. Today's lecture it is extended one because it is having the equations and all that thing. So sorry for that, but it is important because it is not possible to break that particular or to minimize that particular thing. I try to minimize the discussion, but again, if I minimizing more discussion, then you will not understand that particular thing. So I try to maximize give the explanation of this particular thing. So if you are having any query, you can ask me anytime, and I am giving the you can see that MCQs after that particular completion of this guest lecture. So sorry, video lecture, not guest lecture, video lecture. So you have to solve that particular MCQs. It will help you for the study as well as the get the idea about that particular how to solve the this particular MCQ. Okay, thank you. Be safe and study well.